match, the SUPA HOT CREW took down Fnatic, and I'm here to take a closer look at that game with Demon and the Fisho, starting with picks and bans, and coming out of all things and all the ADCs on the table, Reckless decided to go for Twitch in the very first rotation.
Very surprised, and also meant SUPA HOT CREW could easily make a comp around it to, okay, how are we going to kill this Twitch here? Remember, it takes 6 seconds now to stealth if you get hit during your Q, really, which basically means Twitch is such an easy target to shut down. So a bit surprised about their first pick. Really showed also that Fnatic wanted to use one of their standard pick comps.
It was also interesting just to hear from Mr. Rales as well, talking about how he was planning to go Cogmore, switched it to Lucian. Lucian again working out well, going with the standard build.
Yeah.
It's the right build to go, and everybody's, I think, finally catching on.
Yeah, absolutely. Then talk about the beginning of the game, because Fnatic, as you said, their beloved pick comp, and it was working out in the beginning.
I mean, sure, yeah, they got ahead before the real crucial team fights actually started. They managed to play well with it. However, Reckless never really got going in this game here. Twitch, I believe, actually was the first game since he joined the LCS where he didn't pick up a kill. So for him, it wasn't a good game. It was very easy for SUPA HOT CREW also to shut him down. And Fnatic, in team fights, never really had the damage they needed to take down all these bruisers here from SUPA HOT CREW.
Yeah, and if you look at the team comp, it's the exact same one they took down SK Gaming with. It was, you know, everything in there. They almost took down Alliance. Of course, that was the base raise fight. The pick comps from 4.9 with the Twisted Fate, with the Reckless on Twitch, as you mentioned. It just didn't work in this one because, frankly, there was no one to pick off in SUPA HOT CREW. They were always together in groups.
Also, maybe the Fisho, is there something related to the fact that it took him a little longer to get going the Twitch, and that was the window they had initially, and they just didn't have enough damage because of it?
Well, all in all, I actually just think SUPA HOT CREW's teamfight comp was so good against Twitch because he has no jumps. He's an easy target. If you look at the rest of the lineup from Fnatic, Twisted Fate, no jumps. Yeah, okay, you run Ghost Flash. Still, once you get locked down, you're not going anywhere. Lulu, same deal as well. I mean, there's every single target or every single champion from Fnatic could be shut down or could be locked down by SUPA HOT CREW. And once they actually got onto them or landed a knock-up, Yasuo would jump them, and the whole fight would just start. So overall, I just think SUPA HOT CREW had a better teamfight comp, and once they got them to teamfights, Fnatic weren't far enough ahead to actually do anything.
Yeah, let's actually... Oh, excuse me.
So I just wanted to say, you know, despite in 4.10, obviously talking about potential AP top lanes, it's the first all AD damage team that I think there's one in 4.10 so far. And honestly, they didn't look too bad.
No, absolutely not. Let's actually take a look at one of the team fights where it's very well illustrated that they could pick off people. Let's pull that up on your screen. So
Fnatic is actually ahead. We can just roll the clip here. It's a fairly long one. Fnatic group up in this mid lane. They take down the mid tower, and then they turn their attention on to Kazing here on Braum afterwards. Get a kill onto him. He dies, yeah. But after he's dead here, the rest of SUPA HOT CREW are like, we can still fight this one and actually re-engage. Mimer goes in. Selfie is out of position at this moment, so he's not able to jump anyone yet. He actually delays his ulti by such a long time in this fight. But because they're so tanky, all these bruisers here from SUPA HOT CREW, because they have so much mobility, they can constantly get onto Fnatic. Again and again, look Selfie here. First he jumped onto Source, then he turns it over to Expect, and now back to Source, gets the kill here. Still has ulti at this point. Goes back in, and now Reckless is gonna be the target. The Twitch, immobile, it's very easy. Once the knockup actually comes in from Selfie, nothing he can do. Pop him, he's dead now as well. So overall, SUPA HOT CREW, they were so tanky with all these bruisers here, and they could so easily get to the backline of Fnatic whenever they wanted to.
And do you feel if they hadn't have just gone back in for that second time, I mean, there was 6-1 up in kills just before that fight, and then Yellowstar came out, made that call, went for the hook. Do you feel if they hadn't have gone for that, they could have gone on to win the game? Because they were ahead. They were ahead in kills, they were ahead in gold. They were equal in towers, but they were looking stronger.
So it's very hard to say, but often when you see these disengage or re-engage, once you land the hook, you're like, oh, let's go, we can kill this target very easily, and you kind of get a bit too overconfident. So yes, they got punished for it, and it meant SUPA HOT CREW got pretty much back in the game 100%. If they hadn't gone in second time, they would end up trading 1-for-1, I believe, which would have been fine for Fnatic. They would have gone back to trying to pick up targets, so definitely it was a big mistake. However, credit to SUPA HOT CREW for taking full advantage of it.
It may just be another shot calling problem that, of course, we saw against Alliance the other week.
Yeah, absolutely. Very quickly before we go over to the caster again, Rengar, the first one we've seen in the LCS. Quickly wrap up, what did you think of his play right here? The first time we've seen him here, of course, in OGN just this morning.
So a bit of a slow start from Impaler, but once he actually got some items going and got to team fights, he was very, very strong. He built a lot of damage, but there was a Ghost Blade for him as well, so he tried to just focus on being somewhat of an assassin jungle. You can obviously also build him tank if you need it, but this time around they just wanted more damage.
Yeah, it's something we saw from the career, obviously, this morning. We saw the tanky build, and we've also seen the damage build. Impaler went full damage on this one, that's for sure. He wanted to get the damage down. And you saw when he got caught out, he went down very quickly. But if he could catch on someone like Reckless, which started a lot of things off, destroy them.
Yep, absolutely. Solid play here from the Super Hot crew. Now, changing players in the middle of a season can be difficult for a team to adjust to. And the Copenhagen Wolves' Unlimited tells us that his team is ready to start climbing the standings.
I am kind of where I expected to be, because changing members in the team is a hard thing and we have to adapt. So I expected us to not do so well in the beginning, but then step up towards the end. I think we already started changing. We did create a schedule where we wake up early, we practice more, we play solo queue before scrims, and we try much more. So I think this is the first stone, and then we're gonna build on it.